Okay, so what if I told you the key to a longer, healthier life isn't some fancy superfood or complicated workout plan? What if it's right there, right under your ankles? Today, we're going to dive into this incredible and often overlooked connection between your feet and your overall health. And believe it or not, the shoes you pick out each morning, that might just be one of the most important health decisions you make all day.
I know. That sounds a little dramatic, right? Can your daily walk really predict how long you'll live? Well, the research is actually pretty compelling. Most of us just think of our feet as, a way to get from point A to point B. But what if they hold a genuine key to a longer, healthier life? Think about it. Walking is maybe the most accessible health tool out there, and yet so many of us just aren't using it enough.
Okay, let's talk numbers for a second. Just look at the impact of one small change. The data is pretty clear on this. If you add just 1,000 extra steps to your day, which is like a 10-minute walk, you can reduce your risk of dying from any cause by a staggering 15%. I mean, come on. That's an absolutely incredible return for such a tiny investment of your time.
And it's not just about your physical health either. Let's talk about your brain. We all hear that intimidating number, right? You got to get 10,000 steps. But check this out. When it comes to reducing dementia risk, the research shows that you get half of the maximum benefit at just 3,800 steps a day. That is so much more achievable, and it has a huge effect on your long-term cognitive health.
So, okay, we've established that walking is this amazing free tool for better health. But what happens if it hurts to use it? For millions and millions of people, it does. A full 1 in 3 adults experiences foot pain. And when that happens, this simple life-giving activity, it becomes something to dread. And that doesn't just mess with your physical health. It really takes a toll on your mental and emotional well-being too. I mean, not being able to move freely can take you to some really dark places.
So how in the world did we get here, right? How did our very own foundation become a source of so much pain for so many people? Well, the problem, as you might guess, very often starts with what we decide to put on our feet.
Just take a look at this comparison. It says it all, really. On one side, you've got the human foot, just like nature designed it. It's widest at the toes, right? So they can spread out and grip the ground. And then look at the other side. That's a modern shoe. It tapers to a point, basically forcing our toes into this unnatural, cramped shape. Is it really any surprise that things start to go wrong?
Dr. Courtney Conley really just nails it with this simple phrase. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And that's exactly what's happening to our feet. Think about it. By constantly supporting them, cushioning them, and squeezing them into modern shoes, we're basically putting them in a cast all day long. And what happens when you put a muscle in a cast? All those tiny, intricate muscles in our feet, they just start to get weak and waste away. They forget how to do their job.
So it really all boils down to what we can call the 3 sins of modern shoes. First up, that narrow toe box. It literally crams your toes together, and that's what leads to things like bunions. Second, any kind of raised heel. Even a small one shortens the tendons in the back of your leg and just throws your whole posture out of whack. And third, way too much cushion. It numbs your foot's ability to feel the ground, so it can't get that crucial feedback it needs to make natural adjustments. And what's the result of all this? Well, you get these common and seriously painful conditions like plantar fasciitis. And here's the thing, it's not some random injury that just happens. It's almost always a direct result of adding more work, say you start a new running program, or even just start walking barefoot more around the house, to a foot that's already been weakened by those shoes. It's basically your foot just screaming at you, saying, hey, I can't handle this. I'm totally overwhelmed. Okay, so if modern shoes are the trap, how do we get out? The solution, and this is really important, isn't about finding some magical orthotic or insert to prop up a weak foot. No. It's about reclaiming our natural foundation by choosing shoes that actually let our feet, be feet.
So what does that look like? It's actually pretty simple. There are 3 non-negotiables you should look for in any healthy shoe. Number 1, a wide toe box, wide enough for your toes to completely spread out. Number 2, what's called a zero-drop sole. That just means it's totally flat from your heel to your toe. And finally, number 3, a thin and flexible sole. You want your foot to be able to feel the ground, get all that sensory info, and get stronger with every single step you take.
All right, now here's a really crucial part. The key is transition. You can't just go from a lifetime of wearing cushions, supportive shoes, straight into a minimalist shoe overnight. That's a recipe for disaster. Your foot is weak, you know? You have to kind of earn the right to wear less shoe. So let's talk about how to start this journey safely and effectively.
You want to start really small. Seriously, begin with little 5-minute micro walks. This helps you build confidence and starts loading your foot muscles very gently. Then, with your new functional shoes, only wear them for maybe 10 to 20 minutes a day at first. That's it. And then you can gradually increase the time from there. Oh, and here's a great tip. While you're just relaxing, maybe watching TV or sitting at your desk, try using some toe spacers. They can help gently guide your feet back to their natural shape.
You see, this requires a huge shift in how we think about foot health. The goal is not to find a better crutch, like an orthotic, for a weak foot. No way. The goal is to build a foot that's so strong and capable that it doesn't need a crutch in the first place. This is your exit strategy from being dependent on all that artificial support.
So why does this all matter so much? I mean, beyond just having happy feet, it's because when you strengthen your feet, it creates this incredible ripple effect that travels all the way up your body. We're talking about your ankles, your knees, your hips, even your back. It's all connected.
And this quote, this analogy from Dr. Conley, man, it just sums it up perfectly. You cannot build a jet engine on a paper airplane. Think about that. You can go to the gym, do all the squats and deadlifts you want, but if you're building all that strength, all that power on a weak and unstable foundation, it is only a matter of time before something, somewhere is going to break.
So let's bring it all the way back to the beginning. Your feet are your foundation. Plain and simple. Taking care of them isn't just about making sure your heel doesn't hurt. It's about making sure that the entire platform that supports your whole life is strong, stable, and ready for anything. So I'll leave you with this question. What are you building on?